Finding a paperboy today is difficult. That kid on a bike with a canvas bag knew your street. He knew your dog's name and where you wanted the paper. But now, he is gone. That job is gone. The routes vanished, and almost nobody noticed. For 50 years, paperboys were a common sight in America. Every neighborhood had one, usually 12 or 13 years old. They carried a canvas bag and rode a used bicycle. They weren't employees, but independent operators running their own business, often earning good money. Finding a paperboy today is difficult. That kid on a bike with a canvas bag knew your street. Some waited months, as routes were so valuable, outgoing carriers would sell them to the next kid. You bought papers at a discount, delivered them, and collected from customers. The difference was your profit. If customers didn't pay, it came out of your pocket. You still owed the newspaper for those copies.
In the late 1950s, a monthly subscription cost $1.20, and a route could bring $55 a month.
Afternoon routes started around 3:30 p.m. when the delivery truck arrived, announcing your starting gun. You'd grab your stack, check the count, and start folding, securing each paper with a rubber band. Papers were loaded into canvas saddlebags on your bicycle. If you walked, you wore the bag over your head. Sunday editions were larger, dropped at 5 a.m., and required manual assembly of sections and inserts. You sat on the ground, building each newspaper by hand until every copy was complete. Sunday papers weighed 2 or 3 times more, so your saddlebag couldn't hold the whole route. You'd load up, deliver half, reload, and finish the rest, all before 7 a.m., then back to bed. Rain, heat, or snow, you delivered every day. If sick, you found a substitute or went anyway. No calling in, no notification system. Papers were bought, sitting in your driveway, needing delivery to 110 porches. Every kid understood the immense weight of that responsibility. The bicycle took a beating daily. Jumping curbs, hauling heavy newsprint, grinding streets daily. Cheap bikes fell apart quickly. Bent spokes, cracked bearings, dented rims were common. Serious paperboys relied on durable Schwinn bikes. Heavy-duty frames and spring suspension allowed Schwinn bikes to survive daily routes. A kid in Colorado bought a new Murray for $30 in 1958, but it quickly fell apart. He then found a used Schwinn and never looked back, realizing its superior durability. Collection day was the toughest part. Once a month, you'd knock on every door for payment. You carried a book with subscriber addresses and what they owed, noting payments. If paid, you gave a receipt. If not, you'd return. Some customers were never home or avoided you. Some moved without notice, leaving you to pay for undelivered papers. One carrier chased a customer for $14.75, leaving notes and ringing the bell 3 times daily. Then, one day, the doorbell echoed through an empty house. The family had skipped town. Collection day had its upside: tips. Good service, like placing papers inside storm doors, paid off. You learned business at 12, understanding money, customers, and expectations. Paperboys knew every house, which had dogs, who was elderly and needed papers at the back door. Customers knew your name, watched you grow up. This relationship ran deeper than realized. In 1979, Joseph Latona noticed an elderly customer hadn't picked up his paper for 5 days. His mother called police, who found the man collapsed. The paperboy's alert saved his life. Such acts happened more often than expected. In 1969, a local individual saved a 72-year-old. At its peak, Paperboy was an honored job. The U.S. Post Office even issued a commemorative stamp. During WW2, Paperboys sold war-saving stamps to their customers, raising $1.7 billion. A 1944 poster simply said, "Thanks, buddy." They sold over 1.25 billion war-saving stamps.
A special recognition program, established 1960, includes several notable figures.
A renowned animator delivered papers at age 9, with 600 afternoon and 700 morning customers. He got up at 3:30 a.m. daily for 6 years, even breaking trails through 3 feet of snow. The Paperboy job was a weight and a privilege. It taught that showing up mattered. The paper route was America's universal first job, teaching about customers and money. Then it ended.
Afternoon papers died first, taking paperboys with them. TV newscasts expanded, drawing readers away. Before 1963, afternoon dailies outnumbered morning papers, but the shift was inevitable.
Afternoon delivery fit school kids perfectly, but morning delivery meant waking before 6 a.m. By 2000, morning papers outnumbered afternoon papers. Then, fear crept into neighborhoods. September 5th, 1982. A 12-year-old boy left home before sunrise and vanished. He was last seen talking to a stranger in a blue car. His red wagon was found nearby, full of papers. Johnny's disappearance led to a law requiring immediate police action on missing children. His mother fought for years, inspiring Iowa and other states to pass these laws. Neither Johnny Gosch nor Eugene Martin, who vanished similarly, have ever been found. Parents' perception of safety changed. Meanwhile, the newspaper industry itself was collapsing. Daily circulation peaked at 63 million in 1987, then began an unstoppable slide. Craigslist hollowed out classifieds. The internet pulled readers from porches to screens. Papers folded or consolidated routes, needing drivers to cover sprawling suburbs by car. A 13-year-old on a bike couldn't keep up. By 1990, 70% of carriers were under 18. By 2008, only 13% were teens. Paperboys became independent delivery contractors. The unique relationship between kid and neighborhood vanished. You knew his name, he knew your house. Now, papers arrive in a yellow bag. Half the time, it's the wrong paper. The personal touch is gone. For decades, the paper route was America's universal first job. It taught real-world lessons.
You dealt with weather, dogs, and deadbeats, learning self-reliance. Millions carried these lessons for life.
Many say it was their most important job. But there is nothing like it now. The afternoon paper is dead. The neighborhood route is gone. The face-to-face exchange is gone.
It depended on an industry and suburban life that no longer exists. Everything changed.
News went digital. Routes went to cars, schedules to mornings. Trust retreated behind deadbolts. The math stopped working for a kid on a bike. But if you were that kid, you remember.
The weight of the bag, the rumble of the truck, the snap of the band, collection day.
The paperboy is gone, but the people who were paperboys are still here, and they never forgot it.